Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how to make a taco truck that is scaled for minifigures for today's Lego brick tutorial. Let's begin with a 2x6 plate. I want to flip this over and I want to set down 3 1x2 plates with slide along one side. This is going to form up our rear bumper. Yes, we're starting with the rear bumper this time. And a set of 1x2 plates on both ends. Then I want to slide in a 2x14 plate right here. I want to flip this over. We're going to set down a 1x4 plate there and a pair of 2x2 by 2/3 modified plate with bearing. And then we're going to proceed on with a 1x4 plate right there. Then we're going to take a 6x6 plate, flip this over. I'm going to place a set of 1x6 plates on both sides. Then we're going to place this right in this area. This is going to be the base of the cab. Make sure all those studs are locked in between those tubes. Then a 1x4 plate and a set of 2x2 by 2/3 modified plate with bearing. Right on top of this 1x4 plate, a 1x2 plate followed by a set of 1x3 flat tiles. This is going to be the floor. Then right here, 1x2 flat tile and a 1x2 jumper plate. That's going to be used to anchor down our minifigures to the floor. And then we're going to proceed on with a pair of 1x3 flat tiles in this area and a set of 1x4x1 wall elements. Place these as shown. I'm going to place a 1x2 flat tile right here, and on this side skip a stud, another 1x2 flat tile, and a 2x2 plate. This is going to be used to anchor down our seat. This area right here, a 1x2 flat tile, and a 1x1 plate. I'm going to place a 1x1 by 2/3 slope right on top of the 1x1 plate. It's going to fill around the gap in our wheel well, and right here for a little gas pedal we're going to place a 1x1 by 2/3 slope, and for a shifter, a mini aerial antenna, set that right there. Back on the left hand side, I want to set down a 1x6 brick and a few 1x2 bricks. And right in the middle, right in these areas on top of the 6x6 plate, a set of 1x4 bricks. And now I'm going to wrap around our wheel wells with 6 1x2 inverted 45-degree slopes. Place these right here, and we're going to place 2 in the front. And a 1x1 brick right there. We're going to take a set of 1x2 plates. We're going to stack these on top of one another. I'm going to place this right in the center of these bearing plates. Now we're going to add some modified bricks with mud guard. We're going to place these right here. Clean up our wheel wells. Now I'm going to add a layer of plates and tiles starting right here with a 2x4 plate and a 2x2 flat tile right in that area. Right in this area, a set of 1x2 jumper plates. These are going to be used to anchor down our sliding window. And right here, 1x4 flat tile and a 1x2 jumper plate. Then we're going to wrap around with a set of 1x4 plates and some 1x2 plates right on top of the mud guards. Right here in the back, a pair of 1x4 flat tiles, and we're going to put a 1x3 flat tile right in that area. Then we're going to set a 2x2 by 2 seat right here. And I want to put a little dashboard right here, so we're going to take a 1x4 plate, place a set of 1x2 plates on top of one another, and a 1x2 by 2/3 slope. On the right hand side, a 1x2 steering wheel console. Yes, I'm using one of those little wheels. We're going to set that right in these two areas, right there. Then right here in the front, anchor down our front bumper and grille, we're going to set a 1x2 by 1 2/3 brick with 4 studs, and a set of 1x2 bricks with 2 studs right there. And some 1x3 by 1 left and right hand doors. Take a 2x8 modified plate with slide. We're going to place a 1x4 flat tile right here. This is going to be the bottom portion of our track. I want to place this right on these jumper plates where it's hanging over by half a stud. And right here in the rear, 2x2 plate, a 1x2 plate, and a 1x2 hinge plate. Place that as shown. And it's always best to keep the hinge slightly open so you know which way it's easier to attach the access door. And then we're going to lock all this together with a 2x4 plate. And for an oven and range, take a 2x2x2 mailbox casing. We're going to put a mailbox door right on the front, and on the top a 2x2 jumper plate. This is going to be a single burner stove. I'm going to set that right in this area, right on top of that 1x2 plate. Now for our mid body, we're going to start with a 1x4x3 transparent clear wall element. Set this right here. This is going to be our stationary window. The reason why I'm placing this is I want to put a little display in here. So we're going to take a 1x5 plate. Yes, even that still sounds weird today to say that size. We're going to place a 1x1 plate right there, followed by a set of 1x2 jumper plates. Then, for little displays, we're going to set a couple of these quarter round 1x1 flat tiles that have a toggle print. Set those right there. And then I'm going to place a 1x1 brick with 1 stud right here, right behind this 1x1 plate. And I want to place this right inside here. So I'm just going to set this right up against the window and just drop this down. And I'm going to place a 1x1 brick right here. Then let's lock this together with a 1x3 brick and set a 1x1 brick here. And right here, a 1x2 brick, followed by another 1x2 brick, and a 1x2x2 corner brick. For a set of rear lights, take a 1x1 angular headlight brick and a round transparent red 1x1 flat tile. We're going to make 2 of these, stack these on top of one another, set this column right in this 1x1 opening. Now we're going to take a 2x2 45-degree slope and a 1x2 plate, place it right on top of the slope, place this right on the gray 1x2 brick, followed by a 1x2 brick right here and a 1x4 brick. Now we're going to set in a 1x4x3 transparent clear wall element right here. I want to make sure that the flat side is facing the flat side of this one. And for the upper track, take a 2x8 plate with slide. I'm going to place 8 1x2 jumper plates right on top. Now remember, at the bottom we had a half of a stud offset. Now we have to correct that, so now we're going to have to correct it again with more jumper plates. And yes, this project does use a lot of those. And we're going to take this assembly and we're going to set this right here on top of this wall panel. If everything works correctly, this window should slide back and forth. And right in this area, a 2x2 plate, and we're going to lock this corner together with a 1x4 flat tile, and we're going to place a 1x3 flat tile right here, perpendicular. Right in these two areas, a set of 1x1x3 column bricks right by our doors. Place those right there. And to connect those up, we're going to use a 1x6 brick with arch. I'm going to crown this off with a 1x3, 1x2 flat tiles. We're going to set this right on top of the column bricks. And to secure up this joint, a 1x6 flat tile, and you may have to wiggle everything in a bit to get that to lock in place. Then we're going to take a 2x6x2 windscreen, place this right on top. This is going to lock all these joints together. Really got to press that down firm. And I'm going to set down 3 1x2 transparent black flat tiles. This is going to make our windshield a bit larger. Let's begin with a 1x4 plate for our front bumper and grille. We're going to place a 1x2 by 1x2 upwards angler plate right in the center, followed by another set of 1x2 by 1x2 upwards angler plates. Then I want to lock all these together with a 1x6 flat tile. This is going to be the front bumper. Now we're going to slide this off to the side. We're going to take a 1x4 plate. I'm going to place a set of 45-degree slope plates right here. So set those right underneath. It's going to give the front portion of our hood a nice contour. And then I'm going to place a 1x2 flat tile right here, followed by a set of 1x2 radiator grills, then another 1x2 flat tile on the left hand side. If we place all those down, we're going to take this assembly, we're going to slide this right in and press this down firm. Should all lock in. Then we're going to take another 1x2 45-degree slope plate. We're going to place a transparent orange 1x1 plate right here, and I'm going to set down a 1x2 jumper plate in this area, and we're going to crown this off with a round 1x1 transparent clear flat tile. This is going to be a headlight. I want to make 2 of these. We're going to set these in these 1x1 openings to form up the front bumper and grille. Now we're going to slide in our front bumper and grille right on the bricks with studs. You may want to hold it aside a bit to really muscle that down. You just open up your car doors and kind of wiggle that in a bit. Let's start our access door with a 2x10 plate. I want to flip this over right here. I'm going to place a 1x8 plate right here and perpendicular 1x2 plate. Place that right there. I want to flip this right side up. I want to slide in a set of 1x2 by 1x2 upwards angler plates right here. This is going to be our vegetable tray. And we're going to face these studs off with a 1x4 flat tile. Now, right on the top, the right hand side, I'm going to place a 1x1 flat tile, followed by a 1x1 round flat tile. That's going to be our tomatoes. And then a 1x1 stud flower, that'll be the lettuce, and a 1x1 by 2/3 slope with a cheese print, that of course will be the cheese. And right next to the cheese, a set of 1x2 flat tiles. In this corner right here, 1x2x2 corner brick and a 1x4 brick. And right here, a pair of 1x2 bricks. Now right in this area we're going to add some rear brake lights. So we're going to take 1x1 angler headlight brick. We're going to take a transparent red round 1x1 flat tile, place it on the front of the headlight brick. I'm going to make 2 of these. I'm going to stack these on top of one another, and I want to set this right here in that opening. And we're going to lock all that together with a 2x2 brick, and right here a 1x1 brick. For a little cupboard or refrigerator, take a 2x3x2 cupboard. I want to place a transparent light blue door right inside, and I'm going to throw 2 tacos in there. I'm going to save those later. Place those right in there. I'm going to set the cupboard right in this area. Now we're going to take a 1x2x2 wall element and a 1x2 brick with holder. Place the brick right on top of the wall element. We're going to make 2 of these. I want to set these right in this area. Then take a 1x2 plate with slide, place this one right here. This is going to be a way to open up the access door. I'm going to lock all this together with a 1x4 plate. Then I'm going to place a 2x3 plate right here to secure that joint, and a 1x2 plate to fill in that area. Then right in this area, a 1x2 hinge plate right there, and along the top a 1x4 flat tile that's going to lock all that together, and a set of 1x6 flat tiles. And right in these holders, set of utensils, I'm going to place a frying pan and a meat cleaver. Got to have a way to cut the vegetables up and put them on the tacos. Let's take our side access door. We're going to place this right in this opening. So I'm just going to close up these hinges real quick. I'm going to drop it down as shown. It'll lock right in place. And then right here, a 1x4 flat tile. I'm just going to test everything out. Looks like it's working. Now we're going to flip the vehicle over. We're going to stick some tires on here. So I got a narrow tire and a wide narrow rim. We're going to place the rim inside the tire. Now it depends on your preference. This time I'm going to use the lug nuts and have them facing outside. Some of my vehicles I use the fancy spokes, but this time we're going to use the lug nuts. For the removable top, start with a 6x12 plate. On the left hand side I'm going to place a 1x2 transparent red flat tile, followed by 4 1x6 flat tiles. And the flat tiles will be hanging over on the right hand side by one stud. Then set down a set of 1x4 flat tiles, followed by 4 1x2 jumper plates. These are going to be used to attach our taco ornament in a moment or two. Set those right there, followed by a 1x2 flat tile. Then a pair of 1x4 flat tiles. Then we're going to proceed back on the left hand side with a 1x2 transparent red flat tile and a set of 1x6 flat tiles right here. And on this stud on the right hand side, a 1x2 flat tile. For a decorative awning, start with a 1x2 by 1x2 downwards angler plate. I'm going to place a set of 1x1 by 2/3 slope right on the face of the plate. I want to make 2 of these, and I'm going to make another one in a different color, starting with a 1x2 by 1x2 downwards angler plate. I'm going to face the front studs off with another set of 1x1 by 2/3 slopes. Make 2 of these in this configuration. Then I'm going to simply skip a stud here. I'm going to set our little decorative awning pieces right here in this 1x10 opening. And I want to lock all that together with a 1x6 flat tile. Just be sure to hold underneath, and a set of 1x2 by 2/3 plate with bows. Sometimes these are a bit of a chore to get in, or you're going to have to wiggle them in a bit. Kind of a tight fit. Then I want to flip the roof over. I want to skip 2 rows, and I'm going to place a 1x4 plate right here. This is going to help lock in the roof assembly. For the taco roof ornament, start with a 4x8 half round plate. We're going to flip this over. This is going to be our taco shell. I'm going to take a 1x2 by 2 corner plate, flip it over, and on this side a 1x1 plate. I'm just going to randomly place it in as shown. I'm going to place this right here. This is going to be the cheese and the tomato. Then a 1x2 plate. We're going to flip this over. I'm going to take a 1x1 plate with leaf. I'm going to place this right on this peg like that. I'm going to set this right in here. We're going to place this leaf right here, and this is going to be the lettuce. Set that right there. And a 1x2 plate right next to it. In this area, this is going to be the remainder of our cheese. For the ground beef, take a set of 2x2 plates, set these on top of one another. Then I want to crown off 2 opposing studs with a set of studs. I'm going to place one of these studs right in this tube right here, just to attach the meat. Now we're going to make 2 of these. On one of your taco slices, we're going to place a 1x1 plate right here. This is going to help with the spacing issue that we're going to be having when we join the 2 halves together. So let's take a 1x4 brick with 4 studs. I'm going to place it right on top of a 1x4 plate. That's if I can get that on there correctly. And then a set of 1x2 by 2x2 upwards angular plates. We're going to place these on the back side as shown. Now I'm going to just simply place this right in the bottom center. I'm going to take our other taco shell, place it on this side right here. Lock right in place to make a nice taco. Now let's place these studs in these tubes right here. It doesn't matter which way you place, it just sets down right on the jumper plates. For the front portion of our roof, start with a 2x6 plate. I want to place several 1x1 by 1 1/3 brick with bow along one side. I'm going to use white, flame yellowish orange, and reddish brown. Gives it that taco color look. Place this one right here. Make sure everything is lined up. I want to flip this over. Right in the center, a 1x2 plate, set that down there, and along the ends a set of 1x2 plates with friction stub. Place these as shown. Make sure everything is mushed down good. Flip that right side up. For side mirrors, take a 1x2 plate with friction fork. We're going to place a 1x2 by 2/3 slope. I want to make 2 of these in mirror form. So I'm going to place this right here where the wedge portion is facing towards the back. So I'm going to make another one with another friction fork. I'm going to place this one along this side and set this right here. Now we're going to install the front portion of our roof right here. I want to place this as shown. This is going to lock all these tiles together and attach the front securely. And before I forget, we're going to fold our mirrors down. So this will wrap around the windshield. Let's set the removable top right on top of the taco van. It does lock in place. You can easily use a taco to pick the top up.